Boss, look!
Hey.
That repair bot has a floating helper, just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable.
Yeah, Crispin and the floater robot. Maybe they're made for each other. Can we talk to her? This floater bot. Oh, I want Crispin to find love. Anyway, DS Joyful, welcome. Hi. How have you been?
Look at her, boss. She's like a star in the heavens.
That's a light bulb, Crispin.
Well, it must be incandescent because she's making my circuits awfully hot.
Come on, just go talk to her, Crispin. You can do it. Be brave.
The only thing keeping me from my one true love is that cable, boss.
I can't safely grab it.
Oh, you know what? This cable here is blocking our way.
I can't safely grab it.
We cannot go that way.
I'm not here to steal parts.
The crash bus.
A crashed hover bus.
So we're gonna fix it up and do something amazing with it, right, boss?
No, it's not our property or our problem.
Okay, so this electrified cable, what can we do about it? Not much we can do right now. Can I use a torch? Again.
I can't get close enough to try that.
Maybe Crispin can do something about this.
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
Wow, 6 inches of snow yesterday, DS Joyful. So is it still safe to drive around to do the shopping? How does that work? I don't live in the snow, so I am not familiar with this. Okay, the cable is off the road. Can I talk to this floater now? I guess not. Use Crispin on her.
Hey, Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss. She's way out of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice.
I guess not. The repair bot.
Excuse me, can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
Why don't you ask him about your sub? What happened here?
What happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only branch leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged? Not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, I mean, what factory? Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
So the boss didn't survive inside.
You mentioned Metromine.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think? Metromine is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about are just tools in the toolbox. But Metromine, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromine's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromine.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Wow, so 50 degrees today. Nice weather. So how cold was it yesterday to get 6 inches of snow? They melt pretty
Boss,
quickly,
did you
the
ever
snow,
think that
I
if you
mean.
made me a cone rather than a cylinder, I'd have a floating point?
I'm fairly certain you will never have a point, Crispin.
Okay, now... the red light?
There's nothing worth bothering with.
And we can still continue on. Where does it lead? Where does it go? Hey, I see a waiting line. What is this?
It's a carving of a gynoid holding crude scales in one hand. It's a carving of a gynoid looks important.
It's a robot guarding the way. I'll just wait with them.
A rotund robot wearing a monocle.
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorbuilt at your service.
There's no more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Bitter? Bitter? I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
So what is going on
What's in
here?
that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Huh, so all you guys have problems.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorbuilt, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald Built. Rex Oswald Built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call
No.
yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care.
Crispin
As long as you
Crispian.
still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, old chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
I'm doing great, thank you. Thank you for asking. I've been playing a lot of good betas, excellent betas this week. The quality. Very good quality.
I'm looking for a big robot that floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you described sounds like Scraper, Metromind's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
So, Rags is this little guy. Is that Rags?
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropole as it once was.
Magak Metromine seized it all, seized it, and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromine keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles.
Yes, megacycles, you ninny. CPU cycles, brain power. Kind of power she really wants. Her low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom
Me.
were you thinking? Metromine, perhaps? Authoritative, to be sure, but I fear she could claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromine.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
Me.
Why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your rating is sound?
Yeah, test me.
Test me.
An interesting proposition. What do you say, Cornelius?
What do I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Roger. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture.
Wait up. You lost me there.
Attention. Factor or Sternweiler. Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex.
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilities. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear type robot was built by factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probability circle cannot possibly be true?
You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Can you repeat the question? Yes,
Can you
please.
repeat the question?
Indeed. At the binomial biennial,
Oh
7
no!
robots in the probability
He's really
circle
repeating the
are gathered
question.
for a party. Each robot is either a factor-built or a
No,
Sternweiler
no,
built.
no,
And
no.
moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilities. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every
Okay, I'm not listening to this. Let's just take a guess. Let's say...
5
Okay, whatever.
robots were built by factor.
Failure? Failure? Clearly you are unfit to judge our case. Now go bother someone else.
Wow, just like that. Yeah, that's Rex. It's like a robot dog. And what if I find someone else to be the judge
What if I
here?
could find someone you respect? Someone who would be willing to judge your case?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in looking.
Wrong to us, anyway. If you want to waste your time meddling in our affairs, then I suppose it is yours to waste.
Very good then. I am uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. If you can find a suitable judge, let us know.
So I think what I'm doing here is to get in the front of the line after I get rid of all these guys here. And what about you, the floating robot?
Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
So why are you here then?
Hello?
Boss, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to find another way to communicate with it.
Can I use you, Crispin? Get into his mind.
I don't really want to try that.
I guess not. What can I use? Signal transmitter. That might work.
I'm going to try sending messages to him in binary.
Aha!
Analog transmitter? That sounds like fun. For once, I'm glad you're the one with hands.
My mandelbrow's bulbs unfurl their spirals for you, silent.
Whoa.
What's he saying?
You do not join the harmony. I sing alone. I am one part of great friend. The Yokohama, I will be known as Gimbal, built by Lavender of Sovitos.
Crazy. What are you talking about?
The choir is silent. Burning ship has been extinguished. The strange tractors track no more. I alone sing function. When I came to this silent city, I looked for others to join the harmony. Leopold, built by Steampool, told me that he had a device that would sing with me. In exchange, I traded my secondary mind. For what he sold me does not say.
Aww.
We have
Maybe malfunction that I can fix. But that still doesn't...
and he will not return my motor. I will sue him and forfeit it. Philip lawsuits, someone?
Oh, so I need to get it working then, this record.
I sing with all my voices. You hear only one.
Can I cut in line?
No, I must recover my motor so that I can dance with the harmony.
Looks like we're going to need to go talk to Leopold about a motor.
Okay, let's talk to this robot here.
Keep information.
I guess we need to wait our turn.
Yep, oh boy. Leopold, where can I find Leopold? I'm gonna go this way.